Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. Inside of this video, we are going to get into the second part, which is a practical part. And inside of this part, what I'm gonna do is to implement the whole stuff by myself. Was that right? No, not possible. I couldn't do that. But instead, I could use this whole structure to train it on my own data. So basically, inside of this video, I'm going to create some data by my own and try to use the whole code inside of this post to reach my personal goal. Okay, so at the beginning, what I'm gonna do is to create the data I want. So I'm gonna add a new code. And for now, as we all know, basically we only have to provide two lists. The first list is called crossing, and the second list is called answer. Probably answers two lists. And then, what kind of data we wanna generate? I'm going to have a for loop for I in range of I don't know, maybe 100 or 1000. 1000 would be fine. Then let's say for each loop we'll have two sentences. The first one is buy me 100 Tesla. TSLA probably. I don't know. Yeah, it's called TSLA. Okay, that's cool. That's the first sentence, which is a crossing. And the second one would be the answer. Technically, it's not the answer, but the target sentence. So for that one, that'll be buy Tesla with 100 as the parameter. So basically, this is what I want you to do. Then we are going to have, let's say, to be honest, the stock length should be something else, should be a list that existed in the market. But I don't have time for that, so we'll leave it as a constant value. But one thing to be noticed that we had to generate this number as a written one. Okay, so what we could do is to import the written module, and from the module we generate a few numbers out from it from 1 to 100, or probably let's make it less, 30, 1 to 30. That's a written number. Then for each time we're going to append that crossing into a list. Okay, after 1000 times of iteration, we should be able to get the dataset we want, probably, if I'm not making any mistakes. Okay, so now if you look at the output, you would say we get something like this. We got the input by me, some number of shares of TSLA, Tesla. I don't know how to read it, probably that's right.
TLSA.
Okay, even the Google read this as
TSLA.
so that would be fine. And the output or the target for that would be a function with the parameters. So by doing this way, we could be able to train an AI that generally would convert our natural language to some functions that the program can handle or the computer can handle. All right, that's it. Let's go on. I was kind of wondering what the file would be if we process it by using this function. So I'm going to do a test. Preprocess text equal to the first crossing. Okay, this is what we got. We got as a start by me Tesla end, but it didn't have the numbers inside of that, so that's not right. We're gonna try to remain all those numbers, and trust me, that should be and digital. So let me try this again. Okay, here we go. So after I added the /d, then we will be able to remain the numbers. Now let me try the answers. For the answers, it doesn't include the parentheses, so we need to somehow remove the parentheses from that filter. Alright, now as you can see, we got it correct. We have the parentheses inside of that. Okay, then let me go on. We get an error. The trained dataset is not defined. Okay, so we should define it by using the two lines out there. So let me add a code block. And inside of that, we're gonna try to get the trained dataset and the valid dataset. The VAL here means the validation. It says the input of string lower OP has type float 32. That does not match expected type of string. How it could be? Okay, probably because we have this number inside of the whole text. But I don't think that could be a serious problem because in normal conversation, we would also have the number inside of that. So we're going to use a model to convert all those numbers into words. Okay, after the installation for that packaging, now we could be able to convert the written number into a word. Let me try it out. Yes, it's working. Now we got all those words available. So for now, you shouldn't get any error anymore. Come on, it still got an error. Oh, I got it. So did you guys guess it got for the separation, we get some arrow out there. Instead of 40,000, we should divide it by, let's say, how about 400? That would be enough for us. Okay, for now we got it work without any problem. I'm going to run the following code, and we're going to do that training. Okay, it looks like for this one, we only have to iterate for 7 times, and that's something that I don't know. Okay, now let me do a test about it. Buy me 16 TSLA. What it would get? Ah, I guess something like this. Buy me 20. That's not correct. How about we do not do the conversion? For this one, we got a even word. Oh, sorry, that's not right. Let me just convert it to a number. Okay, it's still not working. All right, so for this case, what I'm gonna do is to increase the data that we have to 10,000. All right. After that training, we got it. Let's say kind of working, but not working as I expected. Because the number is wrong. So I'm going to change the vocabulary size to a smaller number. How about 500? Then we're gonna set the max length to 20, since we really do not have that long sentence. And then I'm going to set the iteration to 50,000. And we will try to split that into separations split equal to iterations divided by no, we won't do that. We're gonna say what the training set should take over the whole amount of data. Let's say it should be 0.6 or even more. 8 should be an integer. Then we will run all of that, but for this time it will take 600 of loops. So we will see. Alright, now it's done. Let me say the result. Okay, for now we got it pretty much the thing that we want. And it's totally correct. Let me change this value to how about 10. And if we run that, we get nothing. That's weird. If we give it 11, it's still wrong. How about 15? Wrong. It only works for 16. That's quite let's say not so good. In other words, it's not working. So we will try to convert the numbers into words, and we will run the whole step all over again. Alright, it's done again. So let me see what we got. We got buy me 21 Tesla, and the answer for it is buy Tesla 21. And that's definitely correct. Now if we go, let's say we're gonna set it to 10, what it would get? It's still by Tesla 21. Why? Why is that happening? It seems like it's not correct. Oh my god, it always turns out to be 21. What's the problem? Alright guys, it seems like it's not working at all, so let's say we'll change the vocabulary to 8,000. Probably it's too much. How about 5,000? Then for the length of it, that would be 40. Okay, so after that, let me try off that again. Alright, another finish of the training. Let's go to this one. See if it's working. If we give it the 13, it's working, but how about we get it 1? Now we got 1. Buy Tesla 1. How about we change it to something else? Buy 20. I almost forgot about that. 20. How about this? And here we go. Buy Tesla 26. Well, that's not right. How about buy me 2 Tesla or 2s? Okay, we don't need 2s. We only needed the 2. Buy me 2 Tesla, and we got the function and its parameter. That was cool. I just want to try more. How about we give it a number? Will it produce the right output for us? No, it will not, since he has never seen that before. Yeah, I'm going to try more since this is funny. How about buy me 22 Tesla? We got 24, which is not correct. How about 24? Now we got it right, 24. How about 27? Yeah, we got it right. Buy Tesla, 27. How about we just give it the 7, what it would be? Yeah, we got it right. We got the buy Tesla 7. That was good. How about we add some other words? For example, please buy me 7 Tesla. And we still got the buy Tesla 7. Well, that works pretty well. So I think this is very successful for us since we didn't we didn't do much for the data part. Yeah, but if we want, I guess we could also try to try to make this a wearable, Tesla a wearable. How can we do that? Here we go. We got a list of a list of stock labels. We could download it for sure. Okay, now I have sent that file into the folder of our running time chapter. Oh, it's not chapter book. It's called lab Python runtime environment. I'm going to call it data.csv file. Then we are going to import it somehow. Alright, this is how we import that. Yeah, it's working. So after the importing, we should actually do some processing about it. So let me first print out the table that we got. We got a series of stuff, but we just want to get one row of it. Can we do that? Let's say we want to get the symbol row. Okay, here we go. We can get that for sure. And then we'll try to convert that clone to a list. Here we go, we get a pure list of all stock symbol. Okay, now I got it then. So actually, the Americans or the English-based people, they would like to call those stuff symbol of a stock. But in my company, they do it differently. They call it a third ID, which is totally wrong, which is not right. So, instead, they should call it just symbol of a stock. That could do it. Anyway, this is the last. I'm going to call it symbol last equal to that. Okay, after that, for each iteration, we'll randomly choose one of that. Symbol equal to a random choice from the symbol list. Then we will try to use that symbol as an input. Okay, I think I'm done with it. For now, I just increase the total number of it to 50. Then for the vocabulary size, we will try to increase it to 8,000. Okay, I think that would do it. Let me just run the whole stuff again. For now, as you could say, we could have the inputs buy me 45 stock symbol, something like that. Okay, that would be very cool later if we have successfully trained it and if we could get the right results back. Okay, I'll see you there. For now, I just pause this video. Alright, after this training, let me say if it's work or not. So I'm going to say buy me 7 Tesla again, and it outputs the wrong answer. How about we change it to capitalize the string? Well, it's also not worked. How about I change it to good. Buy me 7 Google stock. We still got it wrong. Well, it seems like it's not working at all. So for this time, we'll have 100,000 iterations. And I'm going to decrease the reading number from 1 to 10. Maybe even more. Let's set it to from 0 to 6. Okay, then we will limit the symbol to a very small range of numbers. How about we just set it to from 0 to 20. So basically we will use those stocks right in here. Okay, then let me do the test again. Sorry, let me do the training again. Alright guys, finally we made it after the training. From the results, as we could say, it's getting it right. Buy me 3 AAON, then it outputs the by AAON, the 3. Yeah, it's of course right. And let me say if we can make it right. Okay, now let's do one more test about it. For this one, buy me 0 AAN, then it will call the by AAN 0, which is also correct. And we can do more of that. And as you could say, it's all correct. So basically, I think why in the previous training, why we didn't make it out there. Well, it's because the simple test is too long for that training, and we didn't spend too much time on that, so we will not get a, let's say, reasonable result. But for this case, since I have only used 20 of the stock length, and it's working pretty good. Even if the accuracy is only about 0.8, it's still unbelievably, let's say, correct. Okay, even for this case, it's also working pretty good. So this method really works. We could somehow convert our natural language to the programming language so that the machine would do some operations based on our descriptions correctly. Only if we got a lot of data and we have a super powerful computer that could do the training. If we have both of them, then we could make anything with machine learning technology. So this is quite, let's say, exciting. Only that I do not have a powerful computer. That's the only thing that I don't have. Okay, so that's it. That's today's experiment, and I think it's working pretty well. And yeah, I hope this video helps you. I hope this video will help you in the future. And that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.